Now, as you all know, The Mandalorian Season 3 and 4 are being worked on back to back in order to really create it as one big story. Now, we already know that Mando 3 is going to have a lot to do with a lot of revelations with Mandalore, Bo-Katan, and even Din Djarin in the mix. But Mando 4, given that they are creating a massive time jump that's going to take place multiple years after the third one, there's going to be a totally different story involved with some connections to the past season, and that's what exactly Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are currently developing as we speak. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing that Favreau is really set on is finding ways to really create alternate views of past Star Wars projects, be it, of course, the sequels, the prequels, the originals, whatever it may be. He wants to create saga-wide implications within the Mandoverse, and what I mean by that is a lot of crazy reveals that are going to have a big impact on the past Skywalker saga movies. So, a prime example, of course, is exactly what they are currently building towards in The Mandalorian Season 4 and beyond. And Jon Favreau recently was able to talk a lot more about that and unveil new revelations that he's currently crafting, and even was able to tease quite a number of things of what he's actually developing with, of course, Dave Filoni. Now, Dave Filoni, of course, is very involved with Jon Favreau. He's making sure that, Favreau is really using a lot of Lucas's vision and really implementing that into the overall new Star Wars universe. Now, with that being said, however, what's even all the more exciting is, of course, with Jon Favreau currently developing The Mandalorian Season 4, he has also been crafting a series of new projects that will be announced later at Celebration in 2023. Now, just recently, Favreau got involved in an interview where he was able to talk more about what revelations he has planned and what was able to actually tease a couple of things for the fans. Now, Favreau went on to state the following: "So many fans have been asking me what kind of surprises do we have planned out from new Mando episodes and just other shows in general that we are creating as of this moment. One thing I can say is that I am a big fan of Anakin Skywalker. He has got to be one of my favorite characters hands down. Just such a complex character build, and one thing I will say to fans is that we are actually creating a big reveal and or a revelation that, of course, will involve that character and what kind of connections he is going to have with characters like Grogu in the Mandalorian series. This is where our great use of flashbacks will be used. It's a format that myself and Dave love to use, and we are not stopping here with Mando 3. We did plenty for the third season to tease more reveals related to Grogu and Anakin Skywalker, and we also have some exciting things that we are going to be building up with new discoveries of Anakin Skywalker that will be, of course, one of the big moments in future episodes." Now, I want to stop here for 1 second before I get to the next thing of what Favreau has to say. Now, we can already see that Order 66 is really a big deal. They teased it in The Mandalorian Season 2, in the episode in which Ahsoka Tano appears. She talks about it. We got a glimpse of it in the moment where Luke Skywalker is training Yoda, or should I say Grogu, and how it's going to have connections to Yoda, I should say. So we got a glimpse of that too. But the other thing is that in the Kenobi series, there were also other Order 66 flashbacks. So basically what Favreau is saying here is that the bigger picture here is that Order 66 is being used as a backdrop in the form of flashbacks in multiple Star Wars shows to really build up to something big, something quite significant in the Star Wars world that's going to be a game changer in how it's going to change our perception of Revenge of the Sith. So that's one thing to keep in mind here, is that Favreau is building toward that. He actually is the one that really wants to keep on doing these Order 66 flashbacks, and so be it, because it's also going to lead to another project that he talks about. So, obviously, this is a very interesting, thing that Favreau recently said, of how there is going to be some kind of connection between both Grogu and Anakin. And it really makes you think to yourself, what's going on here? What is that connection between both Grogu and Anakin Skywalker. Now, for sure, I think that the most logical thing to really kind of point out here is the fact that it could very well be, and easily be, the fact that Anakin Skywalker is the one that saved Grogu, where maybe he had a glimpse of light come back, where he bounced back to Anakin for a second and saved him. Could be something as simple as that, or it could be very well, more involved that fans aren't even really thinking about or able to really even theorize. So that brings us to the next thing that Favreau had to say that really kind of propels things in a different direction here. Alright, so he goes on to state this: I can't really give anything away, but I just want fans to know that the Skywalkers really are going to be front and center from this moment on, with all the new shows that we have going on as well. We firmly believe that this revelation of Anakin is going to alter how fans see the character when they rewatch Revenge of the Sith, and especially during the Order 66 scenes. We are going to continue doing these flashbacks, and it's one thing that I pressed Deborah Chow to do in the Kenobi TV show, because those flashbacks are going to create one massive story that we are building up to with another project that is going to involve Anakin and new revelations related to those with, of course, the beloved characters that George had created many years ago for the fandom. I'm just getting into it right now, and I have written so much stuff that already, of course, is moving into the scripts, and I am just so thrilled what we have made. I can't wait for everyone to see it all. So, the other thing that I think is very important to know about all of this is the fact that Jon Favreau is really building towards something big. There's going to be one actual Star Wars show all about Order 66, from what it seems, what he's saying here of how all these flashbacks are building up to another project that's going to feature that moment. Makes you wonder what's really going on here in the background between Anakin and other characters out there like Grogu. What's the real connection between those two characters and even the characters of Yoda? Because, let's not forget, Favreau also said that both Yoda and Grogu are also going to have a very big connection in The Mandalorian Season 4. And that really does, raise a couple of questions, because he himself even said that there is something that the fans can't even think about, something that no fan has even guessed about what that connection between both Yoda and Grogu really is in the 4th season of Mando. And that really does, kind of make you scratch your head as to exactly what's going on here, what is Favreau really up to, and how big or how significant is it going to actually play a role in the Skywalker saga lore. According to him, it's going to be a very big moment that's going to change our perception of everything. So, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. Mando 4, by the way, it's not coming out for a while. It's going to be holiday of 2024, the earliest. If they run into any kind of setbacks or delays, expect it to be unveiled, or released, I should say, in early 2025. Kind of similar to what happened with Mando 3. That was supposed to come out like just a couple of months from now, but it was delayed until February of 2023. So, like I said, guys, overall, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night